Hey everybody, Nakamura here from MetaPlace. I wanted to talk to you guys about Halo Wars 2, and we really need to talk. The truth is we're struggling. I wanted to make this video as a completely face-to-face thing. There's no script. This is just real talk, live, if you will. I've got a bunch of notes here for myself, basically to help guide the conversation, but the truth is that we're really struggling with Halo Wars 2 and the tournaments that we're trying to host. Don't worry, we're not cutting the game. Halo Wars 2 means a lot to me personally and to the entire team as well. And it's very obvious how the community loves what we're doing. You always have some really positive responses to our videos. The live streams, they're all relatively popular compared to our current size especially. And we have cut other games before, like, I don't want to pretend that that's not how we operate. But Halo Wars 2, I feel like we belong to a community here with MetaPlace, and that was not the case with the other games, so it was way easier, so to say, to let go. With Halo Wars 2, that would not be the case. Now, what is our problem? It's that we host these tournaments, right? We put in a lot of personal money. We are not some big corporation. This is MetaPlace is funded by myself. It's founded by myself too. And we've got a rather sizable management and casting team that helps the day-to-day operation, right? So it's all really personal when something doesn't work out, and really getting to feel that right now. So the problem is especially with the tournament signups. People do not participate, especially in the pro leagues where the big bucks are, right? This is where we invest the most. This is where the best players will show up. This is where the competition is the fiercest. And this is really where we'd like to see the most players as a reward, so that we can not just elevate the skill levels of the players, but so that we can produce more content for what we're doing, right? When we only get 4 players to show up for a season final, that is not good, right? Obviously, that is not great. So I think there's a lot of problems with how we're handling things, and I'm not precisely sure that I can point a finger at it, because Halo Wars 2 is really the game where we are struggling, and Age of Mythology, where we're doing the exact same thing, we're drastically succeeding compared. So let me show you guys what it is that we're actually doing in order to make sure that we get signups. And even though it doesn't work right now, I just want to take you all through it and just want to make it clear that our current results are just not sustainable. So let me swap to my browser over here, and this is the qualifiers sign up page, right? We made it abundantly clear that this is a 2v2 event, that it's got a scaling prize pool, so that more players playing will mean that we're investing more money into this. The entirety of the league consists of 3 qualifiers and the main event that is invitational, right? If we can max all of it out, we're putting down $1,100 at the moment. That is more for the period of time that we're talking about. It's more money than what we're putting into Age of Mythology, right? So keep that in mind. We have this amount of signups, 6 teams, 6. That is 12 players. Now let me just go to the homepage here on MetaPlace and show you guys what happened with Age of Mythology. We made the singular event with the same kind of price scaling structure, where 8 players would have just been $250. 12 players would have also been $250. There's no scaling step there. But these guys called all their friends, and they filled up the bracket, and we've got a $1,000 starting prize pool that then the community can further donate to, right? If you don't believe me, look at this. It's like a big group stage event, and 32 players. There it is. It's completely filled up. I believe there was one person who couldn't play. everybody else is actively playing. Now, what are we doing to actually make sure that people get to participate? We've got this whole events page up here. You just click up there on our website, which lists all the events that are scheduled when and where. You can filter by month. You can jump in here, which will link you to the actual bracket for the signups. This can give you reminders if you hit the follow button on this. You can decide when it emails you automatically. It's really neat. And on top of this, we have bulk mails. So here you can see that when we specifically target the Halo Wars 2 competitor group, which if we jump over here, you'll be able to see Halo Wars 2 competitors, 170 members on our website are ready to go for Halo Wars 2, right? Now, out of those, about half will be not accepting marketing emails like this. That's fine. But we still reach 91 players that are tournament players specifically. They are past tournament players. When you sign up to a tournament, you're automatically placed in this group. So you get these kind of emails, like for the amateur qualifier here. And yeah, you're notified, essentially. That's not all we do, obviously. We have a Discord, a rather sizable one, where I've just announced that we have actually canceled the Scorpions League, which is our pro league for Halo Wars 2. I'm very sad, I know. I'm very sad myself, but yeah, we have announced it. We are reaching a Halo Wars 2 competitor group, and let me just go to over here, and let's take a look at how many people are in there. So we're gonna filter this for Halo Wars 2 competitors. There we go. It's a pretty sizable group, as you guys can see. Like, it just keeps going, right? All these people are also notified via Discord. And then we have our social media. We have our YouTube channel, where we use the community tab to further boost this. We go to the popular Reddits, like the Halo Wars one, like the Age of Mythology one, like whatever game we support, we are on that Reddit. We announce our tournaments so that people join. Now the Scorpions one isn't on here because it's cancelled, right? We removed it. But we do go there, and the Halo Wars Reddit has a good 17,000 members, as you can see. Then we have our other social media like Twitter, where we also post. We have Facebook, where we also post. Sometimes we even go to Facebook groups, which have a significant user base as well. We have our Instagram, where we do this stuff. So we definitely do put in a significant amount of effort to get these players, and it's very possible that people just don't get to really see any of these posts. That's entirely possible. But I'm not sure. Should it be that we need to privately message every single player, hundreds of possible players, to sign up for our tournaments? That is a little bit excessive, maybe. So here is a first step that I'd like to request from the community. It's that either find a way that you like to be notified and actually commit to that a little bit. So for example, you can ring the bell on our YouTube so that you're notified of everything we do. That's up to 3 notifications a day maximum. The other one is to actually have the emails enabled on our website, or just don't mute our Discord's Halo Wars 2 channels. You can totally hide the other games. That is a functionality we have there. Now, let's move on from this a little bit. Let me see what my next topic is. Right. I personally don't have a strong understanding of why there are so few signups. So please let me know in the comments, but do people not want to play these events? Do people not crave competition in Halo Wars 2? Is it... We've already looked at Age of Mythology, right? Where people literally fill up a 32-man bracket. And Age of Mythology is a smaller community than Halo Wars 2. Is it the case that people fear losing against the better players, like the guys that are winning the tournaments, Rock Generation, EOD, and Almirante, and these guys? Is it that people are scared of them? Look, in Age of Mythology, I can definitely vouch for this, that the players they have a mindset of, yeah, I'm gonna be first in line in a match against a top player because I want to get smacked. I want to learn something from that. The better player has something to teach me. I can go back to my cave after that and take these learnings and turn myself into a better player eventually. It's something worth recording. Maybe the game will get cast by either MetaPlace or some other streamer that picks up our matches as the tournament goes. This is a completely valid way towards improvement. And is it the case that people in Halo Wars don't have this mindset? Is that a possibility? Again, let me know in the comments. Then another topic is that we had concerns over certain players being banned. Now, I want to make it abundantly clear that we're not going to compromise on our policies. We are going to ban any player that's toxic, that attacks people, or a minority or majority, whatever. If you can't behave yourself professionally in a tournament environment where a good amount of cash is being laid down, we're essentially paying players for a service. They play the game, we get to cast it, that's the service. In this exchange, we don't want the environment to be toxic. We want it to be pleasant for all the participants, our staff, the players, the viewers. So if somebody wants to muddy that, we are going to remove you, and we are going to improve the community in this way by only hosting events for people that are pleasant and that are creating an inviting space. We are going to do that. Now, one thing we can compromise on is the permanence of our bans, and that is what we will do. So consider this a pre-announcement of the announcement. We are going to add appeals to the permanent bans, at least. So if somebody truly regrets their actions and has the, how to put this, has the capability to make a proper apology to us, and offer us to do better in the future, then we are willing to listen. We are willing to hand out those not hand out, but give those second chances. And now, lastly, I want to talk about other possible solutions to our sign-up number problems. And I really want you guys to go ham in the comments, please, so that we can have the best possible results. Because, look, our team is, I said we're big, but compared to the entire comment section that we're going to have here, it's really small. We are not going to have all the ideas. We are not going to think of every possible scenario. We are going to try, but we won't succeed. With your feedback, I believe we can better figure out what it is that we need to do and what suits Halo Wars. Because all the things that I was complaining about before, that maybe it's a mindset problem, blah, 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 that is maybe just something so ingrained that it's not changeable. So we need to change, not the entire community. And that is something I'm totally willing to stomach myself. I really want Halo Wars to succeed with MetaPlace, and we'll work towards making that happen. So perhaps some big solutions could be that we take those larger prize pools, like $1,000, like maybe even $2,000, I don't know, whatever makes sense, and we turn these into some super large events. A singular event that is actually really big. And we split that up over multiple days so that it's still sustainable for us financially speaking. Obviously, if the community can help us to achieve those big dollar sign numbers, then fantastic. We have ways to do that on our website, which I'll actually show real quick. Let me open that up. So we've got the whole website donation system where you can contribute to our individual leagues. It's very simple. You just connect to PayPal and you go. You can disconnect it after if you like. It's all very secure. So it is possible for the community to directly help fund a specific league, in addition to our project with the website subscription page, where you get all sorts of perks and help us achieve goals towards funding the project. So that all is entirely possible. But point being is that we would take these big prize pool events, single events, and we spread them out over multiple days to make it feasible from a content creation perspective, that we would have a lot of matches covered, right? If we put in thousands of dollars into one event, we expect to make a lot of videos out of it, basically. And I think the community would win too, because there would be more to watch and more to learn from, and the players all get covered. So if we can do that, and we can get the players to schedule their individual days of, yeah, this is when group 1 with 4 players in it will play all the 5 matches in their group, which is a little double elimination, and then we go to a single elimination format. So we've done this before, but it was all a one-day event. If we can split that up into multiple days, that would be perfect. So that is maybe a solution. The other one is that we accept a small number of players, but we segregate the community into skill brackets, essentially. So you take the top guys, Rock, Amranta, EOD, and so on, and put those guys in, like, let's say an 8-man bracket. That's fine. You take everyone else in champion. That's fine. Go into your own thing. Then you take everybody that's like striving to get there. Then you get a third league, essentially. So we don't really have the resources to run 3 leagues like that right now, but it would be possible to make it happen if we make the smallest one less supervised directly by us and make it more of a community streaming situation. Maybe we go in and cover the finals. Maybe some other streamer comes and takes it up instead of us. That would be the ideal solution there. But yeah, all of this is to be discussed with the team, and there's definitely many other ways to do tournaments and leagues. But I don't see these small qualifiers into one bigger event working out. People just don't want to participate in these open formats. We need to change something, and I'd really like to hear your comments about what that is, because we simply need your input. What do you want to see as a player, and what would make you sign up? These are the top 2 questions to answer, and everything else from the entirety of the video so far. Also, very great to have your input. But yeah, that is going to be it for today. So yeah, with the Scorpions Pro League now cancelled, we are going to retreat a little bit from the Pro League stuff and figure this out together with the community. And we'll be back with that eventually. So we're not canceling it forever, we're just figuring it out. And meanwhile, the Amateur League, which is for players that are not expected to earn money in an open event, now that Amateur League will continue. That is still happening, so do look out for that. And yeah, I want to thank you all very much for watching. Thank you in advance for your input, and we'll see you, James.